Hey, Tony Gaston here, popping in. Little quick video. Can't really look at you because I'm driving, and today is one of those days. And what I mean by that is, need some sunglasses for one. But one of those days, and talk to you about this. I was talking to one of my mentees last night, and we're gonna talk about this eventually once I get the office set up and get the podcast set up. We're gonna be talking about these type of things. But what I want to remind y'all ladies is there is still virtue. I'm gonna tell you like this right here. There's still virtue in a woman who respects her body. Women are becoming very desperate and feeling like you gotta give up your body to keep a man or to get a man, and that is not true. You gotta give up your body to get a grown boy. You gotta give up your body to get a grown boy. A man want you to keep your body. A man want to work for your body. A real man now, he want to work for your body. He want to earn your hand in marriage. And women say, oh, Tony, that man don't exist. He does exist. It just, you not saving yourself to find out. Oh, well, Tony, I'm saving myself. Yeah, your outfit terrible. That hairstyle terrible. So it's like, listen now, you can't be saving yourself and then looking like Mother Teresa too. You can't be saving yourself and then looking like Who Shot John and Forgot to Kill You. And I told you, listen, one thing I told y'all, if you talk to me, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna say, listen, you need to do this right here, do this right here, do this right here, and then you gonna be good. I'm gonna tell you the truth from a male perspective, that's not trying to sleep with you. When you talk to one of these single relationship coaches who could sleep with you, you're gonna get something a little jaded. I'm not him. When you talk to me, I'm happily married, and you really ain't gonna be able to outdo my wife. We 16 years in, so I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna give you the game now. So listen to me. Save yourself. Save yourself. And go as long as you could go. Go as long as you could go. If you could go to marriage, this is what you want to do. Perfect yourself in every other area. Okay? When you close your legs, you got to ask yourself, is this the hairstyle for me? Is my mind where I need it to be? Do I have the knowledge about men, about love, about relationships? Have I watched enough of these videos to know the game? Is my mind where I need to be? This hairstyle, who inspired this hairstyle? Is this my grandma hairstyle? My auntie hairstyle? Is this a hairstyle of rebellion? Is this the hairstyle I did after my heart got broke, after my ex? Who inspired this hairstyle? My skin. Do I have a face routine? A face wash, a hyaluronic acid, and a moisturizer that I use 2 times a day? Am I taking care of the lines in my face? Am I taking care of my skin? Do I trim my nose hairs? Do I have my eyebrows done? Do I have my lashes done? Am I taking care of my lips? What about my smile? That's when you close your legs, that's when you perfect everything else. You perfect everything else. It don't do you no good to perfect everything and have your legs open. Don't do you no good to have your legs open and you ain't perfected everything else. that's what's gonna hurt you. Cause see, and listen to me now, and listen to me. Get out your feelings. Get out your feelings, ladies. Listen to me, because you got enough men out here lying to you. And then when those of us who not lying to you, who don't want nothing from you, try to tell you the truth, y'all want to be in the comments arguing. It's just so superficial. Listen, this is what it is. This the world we live in, okay? We ain't gonna be able to change that. We can't stop the media. We can't stop the magazines. We can't stop the movies. We can't stop the music. We ain't gonna be able to stop nothing. You hear me? It just is what it is. You're gonna have to adjust. And so listen, when 90% of women are getting cosmetic surgery, it's not fair. The odds is not fair. So that's why you got to do you. And then what I've been telling my clients is, listen, you got to have non-negotiables. You got to put things on your daily calendar that cannot be negotiated. Did I learn for 30 minutes? Did I work out for 30 minutes? Did I sleep 6 to 8 hours? I'm like, man, what you doing now? Did I sleep 6 to 8 hours? You got to have non-negotiables. And you got to be growing. Because guess what? I'm going to tell you now. I know in my inner circle, my close circle, my mentees, is 3 single men. 2 of them own a business. 1 of them is an actor. And he aspiring. He's still building. The actor is in his 30s, mid-30s. Early to mid-30s. The other 2 young men, they in their late 20s, about 30. The 2 younger men, they own businesses. All 3 of these men is abstaining. All 3 of these men are God-fearing. All 3 of these men entrepreneurial. They abstaining, they God-fearing, they entrepreneurial. All 3 of them are in shape. And when I say in shape, I'm talking about one of them completely fully abs, muscle. The other 2, same, they flat stomach, now probably got abs. They in shape. No excess weight. None. They skin, all 3 of their skin is clear. All 3 of their teeth is straight. All 3 of their hair is groomed and taken care of. Listen. The men who out here who ready, they working. They is working. And the reason to inspire this video is the one in his 30s wrote me late last night after 10 o'clock and he said, man, we doing bad. He say, man, we in Sodom and Gomorrah. He say, man, these women is too loose. Now this one here is a virgin. He don't like to talk about it though. He don't like to tell people. But he's saving himself till marriage because he loved God. So listen, when I tell y'all that this right here stuff exists, this right here in my inner circle now, I ain't did no poll across the whole country. This in my inner circle now. This is what I'm trying to tell you. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Oh, Tony, can you do a little matchmaking? No, not with that hair like that. No, not with them lashes looking like that. No, I can't do no matchmaking. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I deal with a lot of different, I meet a lot of different people. I really don't meet people on these young men level. I really do not meet women on these young men level. Don't try to sign up for coaching now. No, don't try to sign up for coaching now. Because a lot of times, now I meet women who they taking care of themselves, they doing it, but they might be older than these young men. But in their age group, I rarely meet women who in their level. And then sometimes when I do, the clients that I do, I don't be thinking about it. They're like, oh, let me do some matchmaking. It don't cross my mind right then. Now, hold on. Now, oh, no. You know what? I ain't gonna get my gas right here. I'm shooting a video. I got to get some gas. This thing say low. It's a shame, boy. I done worked on myself and living my life and and still riding on a gas tank of E. VIP gas tank on E. And so listen to me, I really don't. And so I'm talking to the gentleman. He say, man, he say, the Bible say a virtuous woman who could find one, or something like that, he said. I say, they out there, man. They just really, they don't shoot they shot, you know, like they don't. So what happened was, he shot his shot. Bam, ba-da-da, bam, talk game. They not scared. If they see a woman they like, he seen a woman at Starbucks. That's where I met him, at Starbucks, when he was still in college getting his master's degree. He was in Starbucks reading a book. And that's why I try to tell y'all, go to Starbucks. Because and then my other client, my other mentee, he done started his own coffee shop because that's where he used to be at. That's what I try to tell y'all single ladies. These single men is not sitting in the house. The ones that's God-fearing and they ready, they out. They at Starbucks. They at the Kava bar. They at the dry bar, whatever you call it. They at these little internet cafes for hours. You hear me? For hours. On Friday night, that's where they at. On Saturday morning, that's where they at. You got to get out your house. And you go out there and what they doing is they at these places working on their brand. They working on their brand. It's a lot of women who sitting on their hands. Most of the women I coach, Tony, I want to start a company. I want to start something, but I'm just afraid of the public. Oh, Lord. You got to stop sitting over there waiting on a man. And then a lot of the women who start a business got a Jezebel spirit. So it's like, man. So I'm talking to these guys. I'm like, man, I feel you, boy. A lot of the women who get out there and they grind and they got a Jezebel spirit. And then the ones who don't got a Jezebel spirit scared to put their profile on public. I say, oh my God, I'm gonna tell you 90% of the women I coach, and yes, I'm talking about y'all now, but I tell them too, I say, listen, you got to put that profile on public now. That's one of the ways you can meet a man. Well, I'm scared of online, and you said don't meet. No, I say don't do online dating, meaning don't do Bumble, don't do Tinder. But social media networking, that's not online dating. You're not signing up on a dating site. You sign up on a social media network. That's totally different. Nobody, I'm on there. My wife on there. That's not a dating site. That's a social media network. Oh, well, listen. Don't nobody know who you are. Ain't nobody searching your name. You ain't built nothing yet. Nobody looking for you. You need to have it on public so that when you do post some reels, one of the reels can go viral, and then your husband can see you, and then your husband will follow you. Then your husband will watch your reels for a week or two, or look back a couple weeks. Then your husband is going to DM you, because you live in a city that might not have a nice coffee bar. But then listen, you sitting on this $50,000 of savings because you single, never been married, no kids, you got a house, or you got your own apartment, or you got whatever, and you sitting on $50,000 worth of savings. And do you know it costs $4,500 to open your own coffee shop? That's all last month's rent and security deposit. Just get the one that just went out of business. The rent is $980 to $1,500 a month. You making $7,500, $6,000, $5,000 a month. You could pay that out your own salary, and now you own. Now your milkshake bringing the boys to the yard, literally. Because you opened the business where the men finna come sit down and hang out and work on their business plan. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling them, giving you the game. Now I be giving you the game. Listen to me now. Slow this down. Slow this video down. Listen to it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times, 10 times. And get this. And the reason why I'm talking to you like this is because I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired, okay? I'm tired of hearing from the men, man, I can't meet no virtuous women. Tired of hearing from the women, I can't meet no good men. And a lot of y'all doing the same thing. You just not meeting in the middle. And I'm gonna tell you the issue. Men are visual creatures. So when I was talking to my partner last night, I said, well, bruh, the problem is when you meet a virtuous woman, she probably not gonna have the body that you like. And then he put, man, he say, man, it just can't get right. And that's the truth. I meet so many women who got everything but their body in order. They got everything. That's the hardest part to get in order. And then most of the women who got their body in order, they don't have the other stuff in order. They ain't got their mind in order, or they ain't got their brain in order, or they ain't got their brand in order. That's why I call it the 3 B's, because that encompasses everything. Brains, brand, body. Brains, brand, body. That's all a man looking for. Brains, brand, body. Your faith, your relationship with God, that goes in your brains. That's knowledge. The knowledge of God. That's also in your brand, because that's how you carry yourself. But your brand is the company you start. I'm hiring staff. One young lady that I'm hiring is the young lady who gave that $1,400 to the other young lady who was in need. That right there got my attention. I say, this the type of people right here. I say, Lord, I've been sitting here praying. Lord, send me somebody, Lord, that can help me in my business. And then, boom, right there. Y'all got to forgive me. I got to get a little gas. Right there. The Lord had somebody show their heart, because I'm a giver. I'm a giver. So when somebody show their heart like that and give like that right there, I say, oh yeah, we on to something now. We are on to something. And so listen to me. Nah, y'all gotta forgive me because I'm gonna have to pump gas. But Tony, you just be breaking all the rules. Yeah, you ain't supposed to have your phone. Listen to me, I'm not on the cell phone. I'm on this a video. This not a call. This ain't no radioactivity. And so I say, okay, yeah, that's a giver. I say, yeah, this is the kind of people I need to work with right there now. Somebody who got their heart right there. Because it ain't just about what you know. I could teach you all that. I ain't doing rocket science. I could teach you how to handle my emails and all that. We ain't doing equations, but I need to know your heart in the right place. And so for you to give $1,400 to a stranger, oh yeah, I'm gonna put that $1,400 back in your pocket, because that's rare. That's rare there. We ain't got people like that in this world. We ain't got people like that. And then you got $1,400 to give, and she ain't email in, she just sent it. And she just put it in the note for the young lady. She ain't email in saying, hey, I sent this. She ain't try to get no recognition for it. She ain't do none of that. She just sent it. I said, wow, this is something. That back tire. So listen to me. This where the breakdown is. So here these men are. Here these men are. Now, I'm gonna tell you, two of them about 5'10". Now, one of them over 6 foot. He probably about maybe 6'2" or whatever. I would say, yeah, about 6'2". But two of them about 5'10", you know. And so they probably get overlooked by a lot of women who looking for 6 foot and taller. And then the other gentleman, he live in the islands. He in the islands. He an islander and got a business in the islands. And so he gotta figure out his passport and stuff and all that for America. And so that's where they little flaw may be. The other thing is they're gonna be they serious, they strict. So a lot of times what women don't understand is a lot of times women say, oh, well, Tony, I want this type of man. I want that type of man. I said, no, you don't. No, you don't. Because, no, you don't. You don't want that type of man because that type of man right there, that type of man right there got a budget. See me, you can't have it all now. You can't have, oh, I don't want to have no budget to where I need to be able to buy what I need to buy and do like this and do that for this and that for the kids and all of that. I need to be able to do all this and that. Okay, with that right there, those are us men that's like that, our credit finna be bad. Every now and then that credit finna be bad. And then if you want somebody with a 750, 800 credit score, 850 credit score, you finna be on the envelope system. You finna be on a budge it. You hear me? Listen to what I'm telling you now. I ain't lying to you. And so this is what I'm trying to tell you. Is nobody have everything. Nobody have everything. And that's the problem right now. That's why singles can't get together. Because people don't know what reality is. People don't know what reality is. So guess what? I may say, hey, you're going to have everything you need. Tell my wife, you're going to have everything you need. Now, you spend like you need to spend. Whatever you need to buy, you could buy it. You know, whatever you need to spend on the boys, you could do that. But guess what that means? You're going to have paycheck to paycheck days. It ain't going to be, you can't have it all. You going to have bad credit sometimes. Some stuff going to have to go to collection sometimes. You're not going to have it all. So if you want to be a stay-at-home mom and all of that, and you want good credit and all, that means it's going to be a budget in place. That mean that budget gonna mean you're not gonna be able to get some stuff that you want. You're not gonna be able to do some stuff that you want. No matter how much money the man make, that budget gonna be there. If you want a high credit score and all that right there, and that's where we break down at. Same thing with the men. What I try to tell them is like, listen, you want virtuosity, you want a virtuous woman, she not finna be twerking on a handstand. You want a virtuous woman, she not finna be all overly sexy. She gonna have maybe a little roll on her, a little roll or two on that stomach now. You got to understand that, because she's not living to catch a man. She ain't living to please no man. She living to please God. So she gonna be pleasing in the sight of God. God ain't judging her by that little bit of cellulite. God ain't judging her by that little stomach. God ain't judging her by her thighs and her booty. So you want a virtuous woman. Virtuous don't mean bodily. Virtuous don't mean body banging. That means her heart, her spirit, her mind is where God needed to be. So you got to understand that now. That means you might have to meet this virtuous woman and then y'all get in the gym together. Then you give her some fashion tips, or you buy her some outfits. She'll wear what you buy. You buy her some outfits that you want to see her, you know, spruce it up a little bit. And that's what we have to realize. We got to meet in the middle. And we got to see what really matters. Okay, where's your heart for God? If your heart for God is where it need to be, then we could work on everything else. We could get braces. We get hair restoration. We get skincare. We get new wardrobe. We get to the gym. We can get some weight off us. Where's your heart for God? And that's where we got to be at, right there. Have your heart for God. Have your heart for God. He know he's pulling up on his house for sale, buddy, looking for his house. So what? So let me tell y'all right now. Me and my family, this a different kind of day today. And we're gonna see where we at with black people. And what I mean by this is, today we have to fly private to the next game. So this morning, I've been wanting to try this company out. And so I did a deal with them. And we worked out a little brand deal so I could try out their planes. And so, cause we have Tatum game in one city at 9 a.m. which started in 2 minutes. I forgot my wallet, so I had to drop them and then come back home. My wife, this her vehicle, and so she gonna drive it down to E. And if I hop in it, well, if I see it, then I gas it up. So I happen to see it on E, so that's why I just gassed it up. Because after Tatum game, we got to go right to the airport because my son play, which would be an hour flight, but it would be a 4-hour drive. But it's an hour flight, then another probably about an hour drive to the field where you play at from the airport. So with that being the case, you know, it'll save us a little time. But my son play at 2. So one son play at 9, one son play at 2. So we got to fly in between. And then my driver is already driving up there right now in the Sprinter, because I don't just want to, you know, spend money recklessly. So being that we're not in a rush after the game, he gonna drive us back home in the Sprinter. And he's getting a little test because I got a little transportation company with my Sprinter, and we have a Super Bowl champion client on Monday in the Sprinter, but this is a new driver for my company. So, and see, this stuff I don't even talk to y'all about. Y'all ain't even, Tony got a transportation company. Yeah, I'm a businessman now. Think I'm just riding in that Sprinter just to be in that Sprinter? No, got to put that Sprinter to work. You hear me? I live what I teach now, what I try to teach y'all. And that's why I try to tell you, if you got decent credit and you sitting on a little money, I'll show you how to make more money now. I'll show you how to, and when I say a little money, sometimes it's $1,500. $1,000 get you going. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times people don't understand. People don't understand there's money out there to be made now. And so I had my main driver, he told me, he looked up the rules for the transportation company and said, basically, you just have to have an LLC. And if you just got one vehicle, then you don't need a transportation license. When you get more than one vehicle, now that's considered a fleet. Now you got to get the limo license, like the transportation company license. And so we just got the one vehicle, the Sprinter, in the rotation, and just making little trips for people who in my inner circle, and then going to expand from there, so that it'll make some of that money back that I done paid on it. And so we got to do that today. And what we're going to get to see is the deal that I worked out with the airline is I got to post on my profile page 2 stories and 1 reel. And so for that, you know, we gonna see how black people respond. Because some black people that they don't want you to have no kind of luxury, no kind of convenience. They want to see you struggling unless you working for the devil. If you work for God, they want to see you on a donkey instead of riding on a cloud. They want to see you toil in the field, coming up the rough side of the mountain. And it's sad that we want to see rappers who promoting violence and all of this. We want to see them in Rolls Royce and on private jets, but then somebody who doing the right thing, who living right, we want to see them broken in the struggle. And that's just sad. But I'm just to the point to where it's like, you know, I can't hide the blessings of God. You can't hide God blessings. You can't hide God favor. You just can't do it. It just is what it is. It just is when the Bible say he gonna give to you, pressed down, shaking together, and running over. What that lets you know is that you ain't gonna be able to hide that. And so we got to understand that. Y'all forgive me. So I had to come home and get my wallet. Lord willing, I could find my wallet. But listen to me, back to what I was saying. I just was giving y'all that little bit of an update. But Here it go, right there. Lord, thank you. You ain't have to look far. Right there, my wife's other car. My car in storage. Hold on right quick, though. Put this phone down, cause the way y'all be, and the car dirty now, so y'all forgive me. The way y'all be. Tony, you showed your address. You might want to delete that out the video. I said, listen, I wouldn't even think about all of that. Now, how in the world, that thing, you seen that for a millisecond. How in the world you seen my address now? So listen to me. This is where we got to get this together. And you got to work on you, and you got to know that what's for you is for you. What's for you is for you. And it's out there for you. And I want you to believe that, because a lot of people don't believe that. A lot of people refuse to believe that God on the throne. Refuse to believe that God will give you the desires of your heart. A lot of people refuse to believe it. Refuse to believe that your prayers will be answered. And a lot of time what God is saying is, listen, you're not waiting on me. I'm waiting on you. God's saying, listen, you praying for this and this and this and this, but you're not matching that yet. Like, I could send you that type of person, but then that'll be unfair to them, because you're not their equal. You're not the equivalent of what you praying for. So I'm waiting on you to get in line, to get things together. And then when you get that together, which it requires sacrifice. It requires sacrifice. When you get that together, it requires investment and sacrifice. When you get that together, then I'm going to send you what you've been praying for. But you got to be in place to receive. Otherwise, you're not going to receive that what you think you praying for. That what you think you want. So it's kind of like this. And this is what I try to get people to understand, is like, you say, oh, I want to meet somebody. I want to meet somebody. But listen, if you meet somebody in a certain state, you just attracted somebody who's going to play on your insecurities. You just attracted somebody who knows that they can get away with certain things on you because of your insecurities, because of what you're lacking, because of where you're at. They know that you will put up with this and that, and or they'll feel like you deserve to be treated like this or that because of where you're at. And so you got to understand that. You got to understand that and realize that it's going to require, that this thing is going to require that you be and do something different. And once you realize that, and you get to the place of sacrifice, and you start putting in the work that need to be put in, then that's when you gonna understand, okay, I see. I done took and lost 10 pounds, and different people talking to me, different people looking at me. Oh, okay, I done took and lost 20 pounds, got a whole nother type of person. Then you start to see the difference, and you're like, whoa, okay, this what that sacrifice, or this what that personal investment in my growth, in my change, that investment in me, this what this has yielded. That's when you're gonna see a difference. So I need you to understand this, okay? Need you to understand this, get this in your spirit. Get this in your spirit and really tap on in. Tap on in now. Man, understand that. But hey, this Tony Gaskin. I'm gonna try to upload this here video. We'll see. God bless you. If you're not in the growth group, I got to go out of town for a team that I'm working with. But we're gonna be scheduling the calls here, hopefully for next week or the week after. So giving y'all time still to get in the growth group. If you're not in the growth group, click the link in the description and go and join us. Growth Club, I think it say on the site, same thing. I need to change the growth group since I always call it that. But hey, God bless you. Keep your head up now. Don't take none of I say the wrong way. Know that it's coming from a place of love. Listen to it 2-3 times and just get it in your spirit. God bless you. We'll talk soon.